A bill seeking to establish the National Assembly Budget and Research Office scaled second reading on the floor of the Senate during Thursday plenary. Sponsored by Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau, the legislation aims to provide the National Assembly with unbiased and timely analysis for economic and budgetary decisions. The lawmakers argued that the bill, which has suffered rejection in previous assemblies over the last 20 years, remains critical in strengthening legislative efficiency and thorough scrutiny of budgets passed by the executive.
But it serves as an independent office that will give us a first-hand information about the budgetary document that will be presented to us by the executive. It gives us the opportunity of monitoring the implementation of the annual budget estimate that will be submitted to the legislature.
This is one law when it comes back to us as a law signed by Mr. President. It will enable the National Assembly, the legislature at the highest level in this country, to really answer the name a National Assembly that is empowered. Because there is more power in terms of approvals for expenditures in the National Assembly than probably any other power. The power or the purse. And if we have that power, we must use it properly.
The bill faced opposition during its passage, with Senator Adams Oshiomole cautioning against establishing new agencies while the government aims to consolidate existing ones. Oshiomole highlighted concerns about the bill, adding to the financial burden on the government, particularly during a period of economic challenges, and a call for reduction in the cost of governance.
At this point, the Nigerian people are unanimous, whether we agree with them or we don't, that the budget of the National Assembly is too heavy. You might agree with it, you don't agree with it, but politics is about perception. Just this week, Mr. President, the President of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, decided to scale down this on the basis of, collapse some agencies in order to reduce the cost of governance. Why the executive is doing that, regardless of what anybody will say, for us to rise from these chambers to say that we have created another new institution, I think on the face of it, we will be seen as expanding where the executive is reducing. Number two, I believe in research. There is no question.
Despite his appeal, the bill was passed and sent to the Senate Committee on Appropriation for further review, with a report expected in 4 weeks. In his closing statement, the Deputy Senate President expressed optimism that the President will sign the bill into law, highlighting its significance for democracy.
In the year 1999, there was a delegation from the National Assembly here, both Senate and the House, to the United States Congress, sponsored by NDI of US. Where there, it was then we were shown the Congressional Budget Office of the United States. And that office is a kind of a reservoir of the entire statistics, economic statistics of United States. It gives all data you need about the entire economy of the United States, not even United States, but the world. They could be there. If you go to that office right now in the US, they will press a button if they want to know anything. If you want to know anything about Nigeria, they will tell you about the economy of Nigeria. They will tell you about the economy of Namibia. And they always give the Congress of the United States any information, every information they need. Not only the Appropriation Committee or the Finance Committee, but all the committees. You could go there and get information. And as we speak, whatever information we get from the executive arm of government. So what they tell us is what we use as a source of information. But when we have this office, we also have our own information, our reservoir information that can be used to check whatever is given to us by anybody, by any MDA. No ministry will come and tell you this is happening or that is happening. You check against your own data. So that will help the country, you know. And every member of the National Assembly can go in there and have whatever anybody wants in terms of data, in terms of statistics, in terms of information, or anybody. So it is a very important office, and we need to put that in place here in order to go with international best practice.
If passed, the bill is expected to align with the Executive's Budget Office.